It starts with, "Can I have the iPad for just a little bit, mommy?" Next thing you know, it's 3 hours later and they're melting down over a dead battery, and you're wondering if your child has completely forgotten how to play. If summer break has turned into a long screen time negotiation, you're not alone. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Hi, I'm Jahanvi Shah, conscious parenting coach, emotional intelligence educator, and founder of the Authentically parenting community. I help conscious parents raise emotionally intelligent kids without yelling, shame, or power struggles by using science, structure, and soulful connection. Today, we're getting honest about how screen time impacts your child's nervous system and yours, especially in the unstructured chaos of summer. And I'm going to give you clear boundaries, simple tools, and family-centered strategies that will help you take back your power without the guilt. How is that for a promise? So go ahead, hit subscribe, and let's make screen time something that serves your family, not runs it. Let's talk about what really is going on. Summer break often strips away the natural rhythm that keeps our nervous system grounded. During school years, the day is structured. We wake up, get ready, school, snack, homework, bedtime. It may not be perfect, but it's predictable. And predictability equals nervous system safety. Now cut to summer. Wake up whenever you want, screens while you make breakfast, no clear transitions, overstimulation, no movement, and then dun dun dun, meltdowns. What we call screen time behavior is often nervous system dysregulation in disguise. I repeat that. What we call screen time behavior is often nervous system dysregulation in disguise. Screens stimulate your child's dopamine system, which is great in small controlled doses, but extended, unbuffered screen time floods their brain with stimulation while leaving their body frozen, disconnected, right? So here is what happens. Brain, overreactive, overstimulated. Body, still, shut down. And your nervous system trapped with fight, flight, or freeze. Then when you turn it off, their system crashes, literally, right? They cry, they scream, they throw tantrums. Not because they're spoiled, but because their brain just came down from such a high with no tools to land on, right? And same goes for you, isn't it, right? Screens become a coping tool, but not a regulating one. Here is how to shift from chaos to calm with structure that protects your nervous system, honors your values, and still leaves room for flexibility. So get your pens and papers out to write down some tools I'm about to share with you. All right. Number one, establish a set screen schedule. So important, right? This isn't punishment. It's nervous system protection. So for example, screens are available from 2 to 4 p.m. every day. Before that, we play, we go outside, do something creative or restful. When your child knows when it's coming, they don't need to beg for it all day long. It's such a parenting power move. Write it down, put it on the fridge, honor it consistently. All right. Here's number two, create a before and after ritual. Something so simple, but it really helps with yours and their nervous system. The transition to and from screen matters as much as the screen time itself. So before screen time, it could look like something like 3 breaths together. Set a timer or visual schedule. Timers are so crucial, guys. If you don't have one of those visual ones, especially for your young kiddos who can't tell time yet, get them. All right. And, choose a show or game mindfully. We're not going to go into details about, screen times and what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. Maybe another video for that. Let me know if you're interested in learning more about that. I'll be happy to do another video on it, right? And then after screen time, sensory grounding, running, jumping, splashing water, connection, snuggle ups, talk, play. body reactivation. My kiddos love tickling. Not all kiddos are into tickling, but if your kids are, that could be, after TV, we can have a tickle time, right? And this bookends the screen experience with nervous system safety. Number 3, define non-negotiables. If you have a strong-willed kiddo, they're such a great leaders, and that's why they negotiate. It's just in their blood, right? So be lovingly clear about what's off limits. So for example, in my house, no screens before breakfast, no devices at meals, no screen time without movement first, no back-to-back binges, right? Children thrive when they know where the edges are. Boundaries are not control, they are protection, right? And number 4, this is so important to me and my family. And it's been such a game changer for, a lot of my clients' families. Number 4 is connect screen use to your family values. Not just with screens, guys, for anything, right? Any boundaries, when you have that associated with your family values, it's such a game changer. It lends for you, it lends for your kiddos, so it sticks better, right? So sit down with your kids and talk about what screens are for in your home. Like have an open-ended conversation. Like, why do we use screens? And how do we feel after too much, right? How does your brain feel? How does your body feel? Like, when I binge watch Netflix, my body feels tired, sleepy. I can't focus afterwards, right? Like I don't feel like doing anything, and I feel so lethargic, right? So talk about stuff like that. And then you want to lead into, hey, what else matters to us as a family, right? Like a whole new conversation can take place from here. And then name your values, right? Like we value creativity, connection, rest, and fun. And screens are part of that, but not the whole story. This empowers them to feel part of the system, not policed by it. Number 5, and the last one, follow through with compassion. Don't set a rule you won't follow, right? Your consistency is the medicine your child's nervous system is really craving for. So when the timer ends, let it end. Of course, if they have a couple of minutes till the show ends, I will let them finish it, but you get the idea, right? And of course they're going to be mad. Of course they're going to be sad, right? Especially if this is something new in your house you're implementing on a consistent base, you're going to get some pushbacks, and be ready for it. I'm warning you right now. So what do, you can validate the sadness without changing the boundary. Hey, you're really upset, screen time is over. I get it. We'll do it again tomorrow, right? You don't have to rescue your child from the discomfort of limits. You just have to walk through it with them. Last summer, my son started waking up asking for the iPad before I've even gotten out of the bed. It felt innocent at first, but he became less creative and harder to redirect. So we created a screen window, a no screen until rule, after screen routine, and a movement jar with options to reset afterwards. Within days, his energy shifted, and so did mine. I wasn't the screen cop anymore. I was the steady guide. And it felt so much better to me and my kiddos, trust me. And here's what I want you to hear. You're not failing. You're not lazy. You don't need to ban all screens. You just need to lead with rhythm, regulation, and values. So this summer can feel better. It can be calmer, but not by doing more, by doing what matters with more intention. Download my Emotionally Intelligent Parenting Starter Guide below. In the description is the link for more tools and scripts. And if you want community and weekly support for this kind of parenting, join the Authentically Parenting community. We are doing this work together. It's only $7 a month, and you can cancel anytime. It's so worth it. This level of parenting support is unreal, unheard of. So get in there before the prices goes up. And one last thing is try one boundary today. Then come back and comment, hey Jahanvi, here is what shifted. Because the shifts are real, they're small, and they're powerful.